And by then, my people, hey, Waru, Poleo, in pizza. That's what we did today on the John Rome Bakes YouTube channel. We are actually putting potatoes in pizza. It's an award-winning recipe. This guy, he won Star Baker Bread Week on the Great Kenyan Bake Off with this recipe. Let's get baking. Potato love. I love potatoes. I could eat this for every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So guess what I did? I put them in pizza. Yes, not as a side dish. It's not a side dish to eat with the pizza. It's actually, we are making a potato pizza today on the Jumbo Bakes YouTube channel. Potato pizza, Waru pizza. It actually won Star Baker on the Great Kenyan Bake Off semi-finals. So let's get baking. To make pizza, you just need to plan your work. It can be a bit of work, but you need to plan what needs to, as in mise en place. Another thing I learned recently in culinary school. So I'm going to start by making the dough because we need to give it time to rise. It needs to do its first rise before we can even think about baking it. So this is what we are going to do. We need flour. Oops. Flour. As always, I'm going to put some salt in the flour. Then I am going to season the flour. I'm going to put this is a mixture of oregano, thyme, and rosemary, about a teaspoon in there. Then I'm going to put some sugar on this side. Yeah, some people don't put sugar in there, but I like that to feed my yeast. Then I'm going to mix all this. I'm going to mix all that together. And like I said, machines make work easier. I'm going to tip that into the bowl of my mixer. You can do this by hand. Some olive oil. You're making pizza, guys. You go Italy. Some olive oil. Some warm water. Lukewarm water, actually. Almost just slightly above room temperature. And then we're going to let that do the work for us. So, olive oil is precious, guys, so we don't waste a single drop. We don't want to waste a single drop. It's a seasoned dough. The herbs you can put in there. You can put powdered garlic, powdered ginger, onion powder, about a teaspoon of herbs and seasonings into the dough. Remember, this is potato pizza, but for all pizza doughs, just season your pizza dough. It's not just a plain bread dough. Season your pizza dough. Dried herbs. Be careful with those as well. You want to put as little because they intensify when you cook them. And so oregano, thyme, rosemary, garlic powder, onion powder, as long as it does not exceed a teaspoon for this recipe. So guys, this should be ready. I'm not going to knead it by hand. I think this should be okay. Once you start kneading the dough, it should be ready. pretty good. Yeah. Should be good. This should be good. Maybe this should be good. This should be good. This should be good. So I said I'm not really, I couldn't resist. Me and Bill. No flour needed. Grease the bowl, then you put it in there and leave it to rest for second rise. I'm in a bit of a hurry, so Clinton, my best friend, so I'm going to do that. And we are back. So we make the sauce. This is one of the easiest pizza Italia pizza sauces you'll ever make. So what are these? Cream cheese. There is cream cheese. With a pizza nyingi, so we're making a lot of pizza. So yeah. What I am going to do today is to add to this, I am going to grate a bit of lemon peel. This is the lemon we mostly get where I live in Kenya, but if you have the yellow ones, use them by all means. We're going to grate that in. No wastage. Then we need the juice as well. Out of it. These lemons don't get lots of juice out of them, so I might use the whole of it. Okay, we don't want the seeds in here, so a bit of that. Then since we're making pizza, I do some of this in there, some of the olive oil. And garlic. Use the fine side of your grater to grate like 2 cloves of garlic. It's an Italian meal, guys. You can't be without garlic. Fresh garlic, preferred. Now I'm going to be smelling after this. And what I have here, I'm going to loosen this up. Yeah, to this I'm going to add a tablespoon of grated cheese, or 2. I have a mixture of cheddar and mozzarella here, but if you're going for the original pizza taste, Parmesan will do. It's Parmesan, but cheddar, a good cheddar, does a good job. Then, of course, I'm going to add my trusty salt. You want flavor in here, and I'm going to get a good grind of pepper. White pepper is better, but I didn't have any on hand. Since this is a white pizza, I didn't have any white pepper on hand, but this will do just as well. Give it a taste. That is yummy. A little more salt. Pepper, freshly ground pepper. And guess what? Our pizza sauce is done. So cover this with cling film. Set this aside. You can put it in the fridge until it's ready to use. So we'll be right back with another component. It's a recipe that requires about 3 or 4 components. We'll be right back. So, we have your sliced white and red onion. Both are important for the flavor. Each of them gives a different flavor. My potato slices here. Some recipes say use a boiled potato, but I'm not big on that because flavor again, flavor. Yeah. Boiled potato has flavor, but not quite like a fried potato, if you know what I mean. Ha! Some oil in there. You don't want them to brown. You just want them to get the rawness out of them. Yeah? Yeah. That's done. The onions are done. I just want to get the raw taste of onion out from them. That's it. I'm not browning them for biryani. Now it's time for the potatoes. You want to cut them in fairly thick slices. Yeah. Then a little oil. Some oil. Okay, a little more. Potatoes tend to absorb a lot of oil. I salted them. Just to be on the safe side. See? Cooked. Cooked. And cooked. And out you go. I have a pizza pan here. If you have a stone, a pizza stone, even better. And that thing, which you know, put the pizza in there. So, pizza dough, our sauce, Waru, and onion, of course. We're making this Kenyan. So, okay, this is enough to make 2 pizzas. So that goes in there. Okay. What I do, this is not what you're supposed to do. The pizza makers will, in Italy, will have my head for doing this. You're supposed to actually spread it with your hands, but I'm going to use my rolling pin. Don't do this in Italy. They will hang you. They will prosecute you for doing this. Don't do this in Italy, guys. I'm just helping it. I'm doing this to help it shape. Not too thin. If you have semolina, or even good old maize flour, ugali, you can, sprinkle on your pizza pan to stop it from sticking. Okay, yeah. Then transfer this onto your pizza pan and try and make it round. Try and neaten it. If it tears a hole, this is what I learned from this Italian chef. Do that. Get a bit of the dough and repair, because you don't want the sauce leaking out, guys. So, yeah, spread. That's as far as it can go. Alright. Hey, now our sauce. Remember the sauce that we made? Very easy sauce. Easiest pizza sauce you have. You want to stir it up a bit. Then drop. Just put a dollop. It will spread, guys. Don't be afraid. Just drop, dollops all over the place. For red pizza dough, we do that. We'd actually spread it, but no need to do that with this one. Okay, maybe a little bit. Okay, don't overload your pizza. So, then we're going to get a bit of olive oil. We're going to drizzle it in between. Okay, that's a generous drizzle. Then our cooked warus. You want to put them strategically. Okay, the temptation is to overload your pizza, guys. Don't resist. Resist the temptation to overload your pizza. Okay. One more potato slice. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with the onions. Mr. Director, ulikuwa unauliza maruzi naenda kitunguu zinaenda wapi? We've Kenyanized it. Or made it French. Leonese potato pizza. Okay. There is missing waru on this side. So that way, then I have a mixture of two cheeses here, grated. Like I said, if you want the original. Okay. This is me saying don't overload your pizza, but I'm actually doing it. Okay.
Waru is life, man. So there's your cheese. We're going to sprinkle on top. Parmesan, but like I said, if you don't have Parmesan, is a very expensive cheese because it's made specifically in one region in Italy. So there are other Parmesans made, Parmesan style cheese, but the real Parmesan is a bit expensive. So cheddar and another kind of cheese would be absolutely fantastic. Okay guys, so what is locally available? What I did, I had a bit of mozzarella. I'd stored it in the fridge, so it was nice and solid. So I did that with a bit of cheddar. I grated it finely, and so it spreads, because good mozzarella is also a bit expensive, as you might have noticed. Yeah. Then remember the herbs we were picking from the garden, guys? I put them in a bit of olive oil. That prevents them from burning and getting that bitter flavor. Rosemary predominating, of course, but I picked a couple of other herbs. I have fresh oregano, I have fresh basil, and that's olive oil. So spread those around. Keeping them in oil stops them from burning and giving that acrid, what is it called? Acrid, when burnt herbs don't have a nice taste, guys. So you want to keep them in oil, cover them in oil. Then when they roast, it brings out all the nice flavors in the herbs and the oil, and it's fantastic Waru pizza. So as always, season. What do I mean? A grating of black pepper and a grinding of some salt. And this is ready to go to the oven, guys. Our pizza. Yeah? Yeah. You want to be able to see all those nice potatoes here. And onions. Okay. Okay, stop. Then finally, this is Macon. It's literally beef bacon. So you want one rasher. Don't overdo it again, guys. Don't overdo it. Tear it with your hands. Resist the urge to add. Don't overload your pizza, guys. Remember, this was a very humble meal, and it was made in the Italian style. Bread, cheese, in fact sometimes without all these fancy toppings that we tend to add nowadays. It's time to go to the oven, guys. This cooks for less than 6 minutes in a hot oven, even shorter if you have a pizza stone, but so I'm taking this to the oven. Preheat your oven at the highest. We'll be right back to show you what this looks like once it's out of the oven. Short time. Pizza imetoka kwa oven. We are ready to devour. Our Waru pizza, potato pizza, is ready. It's out of the oven. It looks like this. Like this. Yeah. Only 6 minutes of cooking time because everything was pre-cooked. Then we are ready. All is the knife. Toys and tools. If you have a pizza cutter, to do a better job, but since we don't, crunchy. said the bake of judge. It's very nice and crunchy. Whenever you grab the slice wa kienanga, grab your slice as you go. Through the television screen or your phone screen. Ha! Yeah! Parmesan cheese, the lemon rind, the rosemary, and the other herbs that were drenched in olive oil. Potato! Let me tell you.
Tutaonana baadaye. See you in the next episode. Na nimeenda. Bye.